Hi, this is Vivian, and I am the author of The Silent Christian and Its Impact on a Nation. And this is the final video for this series. But when I talk about the silent Christian, I'm talking about Christians whose voices are not heard and their actions are not seen. And what we've been talking about in the last two videos is how anxiety impacts your ability to talk, okay, or ability to do what God has called you to do. And we discuss how anxiety can arise from trauma, childhood trauma, breakups. We've had a lot of mass shootings, losing a loved one, those types of traumatic events. And what causes the anxiety can be the piling up of those incidents. In other words, we're not dealing with them. We're not dealt with. We've learned how to walk around these issues, but not have never actually dug deep and dealt with them. We talked about journaling and how journaling helps you to relieve stress. It can change your mood. It can do a lot of things. Reduce your stress. It helps with um, your health and blood pressure and those types of issues. Your heart rate. I mean, all of those things are impacted when you're under a lot of stress and anxiety. Because anxiety is almost, or when it turns into a panic attack, it's almost as if you're in that fight or flight mode. Your body is all tensed up. My response to stress was, or the anxiety was, sweating, hands are sweaty, heart palpitations. I'm like, I'm in danger. It's a foreboding feeling. It's not a nice feeling. Um, that's just to say the least. But journaling helps you to actually look at the problem in front of you, to see it and see what things may trigger you to go into that overload stage with anxiety or panic attacks. Um, it also helps you to be able to plan on how you would deal with this issue if it were to rise again. Because you know, a lot of things that are tough to deal with, they always seem to pop back up until the enemy decides, oh, I can't bother her with this one. Let me try something else. But I wanted to talk today about going forward as a daily maintenance thing for our mind, our spiritual health, our emotional health, and our physical health. You know, journaling is going to help us with that mind and emotional, you know, how we think about things, how we examine things. And if we begin to do journaling on a daily basis, it helps us to maintain, you know, that calm and that peace that we all want. We all want to be calm and we all want to be peaceful. And I think during this age in time, that part is very important. So journaling every day helps us to maintain, you know, that sound mind and to keep our emotions in check because we're dealing with this every day. We're downloading every day, whether they are good things that are happening throughout the day or it's bad things happening throughout the day. Journaling helps you to look at patterns that are happening in your life. The other thing, it helps us spiritually. We got to do some spiritual maintenance. You know, Timothy tells us we need to study to show ourselves approved. That means we need to get into our word. We need to meditate on that word. Luke 18:1 tells us that men ought to always pray. So we need to always be seeking God, you know, about the issues that we have because he's there to help us. He said we call on his name, he will help us. You know, making sure we keep contact with people who believe the same things that we believe. Iron sharpens irons. So for that reason, people can sharpen other people. They help to keep us up on our game. You know, I heard somebody say you should always try to hang out with people that, you know, have a little bit more to offer than you do because then you can learn something. But the reality really is that we can all learn something from everybody. But you know, being around like-minded people. And the last but not least part is exercise. We all need exercise. A good walk helps to clear your minds, helps to calm your emotions. It gives you the opportunity to walk and talk with God and to keep our bodies in good shape. So, not only exercising, but eating properly. I know they say everything gives you cancer, okay? We need to start growing our own food, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But we need to treat eating fried foods and hamburgers and french fries and sodas and all that. And you know that's not good for you, straight off the bat. We need to try to eat a little bit more healthier, drink more water, keep our bodies hydrated. So all of these things going forward, if we learn how to do them on a daily basis, just start with a little bit at a time. I always tell people, when you get a plan, take that big old hunk and break it down into little bite-sized pieces. And then it doesn't feel like it's so overwhelming. And I apply that principle to everything that I do. Here's the big picture. Now let me see how small I can bite these things down so that I can finally make my way to the larger, um, towards the larger goal. So, like I said before, journaling is something that we all can do. Buy your little journaling book. I know they don't cost $1 anymore. Now I'm telling my age, but you can get your little notebook, write in, and make a commitment to yourself to write in that book every day, so you can keep yourself emotionally, spiritually, um, free and calm and peaceful. God says He'll give us that peace that surpasses all understanding. And I tell you, it's nothing like peace. I no longer struggle as badly as I do with these bridges. I will admit there are some bridges I am not trying to go nowhere near. Okay? I don't think I've gotten that far. But I'm still working on it. If I'm in that such if I ever find myself in a situation where I gotta tackle a humongous bridge, and I'm talking about those bridges that go up and come back down, I do have a plan in place of how I'm going to tackle it. Why? Because I've sat down and I constantly go over these things that bring me anxiety so I don't have as much anxiety in my life. Because the truth be told, in the end, we all win. Whatever plans God have for our lives, we are going to fulfill them as long as we're on this earth. And we can't leave here until God calls us on home. So we might as well go ahead on and do what He has called us to do and call it an evening. Like I said before, I am a Christian life coach. I'm an accredited coaching master. If you need somebody to sit down and talk to and try to work out these little things, I'll have my information in the comments section. But as Christians, we can no longer be silent, and we cannot allow anxiety and past traumas and past bad experiences stop us from moving forward and being who God has called us to be. I thank you so much for your time, and I hope you all have an awesome and wonderful day. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because we need to let people know that silent Christian can't be silent no more. We got to let our voices be heard. We got to get over whatever it is that is holding us back from fulfilling our destiny. Because I tell you what, the times have definitely changed, and we're seeing them in every area. The people are acting more aggressive than they ever used to. The weather, oh my God, it has been so hot. Talk about us in a heat bubble. And then we got smoke all the way up from Canada that's impacting us. Food prices are out the window. Hey, there's some changes have to be made. And those changes are for you because God gave us dominion over this earth. That means He wanted us to take care of this earth that we live on. And your piece might be picking the weeds in the field. I don't know. It might be running a whole team of pickers or pluckers or whatever. But all of us have a job. You might be the CEO, I might be the garbage collector. We all got a place. We have to find our place and we have to do our job in the name of Jesus. I thank you so much for your time, and please make the commitment today to be silent no more. Have a nice day. God bless you.